everyone, it's Hailey, and today I'm going to be doing the Flip the Page challenge. So this was created like almost 2 years ago now by Jessie over at Jessie the Reader, and I have actually filmed this before. Actually more than a few months ago I filmed it, but then it was sometime last year, so lo and behold I had technical difficulties, and I think what happened was like I got halfway through it and then realized it wasn't recording, and you know, it's kind of a hard video to just restart in the middle, so it has been a very long time. Basically the whole concept for this is that you're kind of creating a story out of like the books that you have. So I asked for coordinates, and one would lead to one of my shelves back here, and then the other one would lead to a particular book, and then the final number that would lead to a page. So that's where like I made sure that it would lead to somewhere, because some of them like the book wasn't long enough or whatever, and that when I did it the first time I didn't pre-plan that, and it took me literally so long, so it was all very tragic. But today we're going to be successful. Super excited to do this video, so let's just get into it. So number one is you are getting a new identity. So you let the coordinates guide you to a book, flip to the page you were given, and the first name you see is now your new name. So the coordinates I chose for this one are 3, 12, and 144. So that leads us to The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, which I love, but my name, I feel like, okay, there's two possibilities, but obviously there's also more, but Natasha, or is it Daniel? I think it's Daniel. Yeah, for some reason I was gonna say David, but we will flip to page 144 and see what we get. Actually, there's like, oh wait, is there no name on this page? Absolutely, there's a name on this page. Oh my god. Okay, so the name is Jesus. So do I go with Jesus as my name? I feel like I don't really want to go with Jesus as my name, because I feel like that's, part of me absolutely wants to do Jesus as my name, and I mean I could do it as Jesus, but no, we're not going to do that. So I'm going to flip the page, and the first, Charlie! Charlie, my name's gonna be Charlie! He is so confused on the floor right now. Okay, so I'm going to go with the name Charlie. Yay! I just love the fact that the first name that I saw was Jesus, but I'm not gonna do that today. So number two, it is time to get up and move the heck out of your town. So the location of the book your coordinates lead you to will be where you're moving. So my coordinates are 8, 18, 88. So that led me to The Marriage Game by Sarah Desai, which I feel like this might be set in San Francisco based on that. Yes, so the main character is returning to her family in San Francisco. So I am Charlie and I live in San Francisco. This is kind of turning out to be how it was last time, because all I remember last time, I don't remember what my name was or anything, but I remember it was like building up to literally the most mediocre white man, and I feel like that is where we are today again. No offense, Charlie, obviously. Maybe I'll just be the best dog ever and live in San Francisco. Okay, so number three, you are all settled into your new home, but you've got to get a job to get that cash money flow going. I can literally hear this in Jessie's voice. But create a job using the first object you find with the coordinates and page number. Okay, interesting. So the coordinates I have here are 12, 21, 305. So that led me to Nocturna by Maya Motain, and I haven't actually read this yet, so hopefully I won't spoil myself, but 305 is the page number that we have here, and then an object, and I have to make a job around it. So 305, I'm not really seeing anything. I need an object, an object, an object. I mean, there's dais. Dais, is that how you say it? But like that's like a, I guess I'll be like a funeral home director, because that's like a risen thing that like is, yeah, I'm just gonna be a funeral home director, and we'll go with that. I don't entirely know what a dais is. It's one of those things where like I know what it is in my head, but if someone asked me what it was, I couldn't tell them. Like that happens to me all the time, because my boyfriend always asks me what certain English words are, and I don't know, like I'm like, I know what it means, but I can't explain what it means. I just know how to use it. Very strange, but yes. So our name is Charlie, and I live in San Francisco, and I am a funeral home director. Number four, you've started your job and you've started developing feelings for a coworker. Very interesting setting to do that in, but we'll move past that. So find the book using your coordinates, flip to the page and the page number you were given, and the first character you come across will be the character you're falling for. So my coordinates are 17, 17, 17. So we have Unbirthday by Liz Braswell, and I have to flip to page 17 and then get a character in here. So Alice, literally I'm the most basic. This is an Alice in Wonderland retelling, but that's not surprising at all. So my name is Charlie, I live in San Francisco, I am a funeral home director, and I am falling for a girl named Alice who works at the funeral home with me. I also like to imagine that I'm like 89 because that's honestly what it sounds like. So now number 5, using the coordinates in the page number, the first piece of dialogue you come across will be the first thing you say to your potential lover. So the coordinates are 4, 24, 300. So we have Blue Lily, Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater, and the page was 300. So I really wish this was the page. As I'm flipping through on page 273, the first thing that I saw is your breath smells like tuna fish. That's absolutely incredible, but we are not so lucky. So the first line of dialogue, this seems so dirty. Oh my god. The first line of dialogue that I see is, I think it's ready. And literally the next thing is, stop that, stop, it's creepy. So, literally, there are so many things happening here. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's how I'm going to win Alice over, is by saying, I think it's ready. Am I talking about something inappropriate? Am I talking about a dead body? I don't know. Like, we're at a funeral home. Anything could happen. Oh god, I hate this. I need to start writing this down though to like keep track of things because I'm gonna lose it. So number 6, that line really got to them. Next thing you know, you're in love, because that's how it works. So you're going to propose, but buying a wedding ring is too expensive. Using the coordinates and flipping to the page number you were given, the first object you come across will be what you propose with. So my coordinates are 1, 2, 3. So we have Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld, and we will flip to page 3 here. And the first object here is a bed. Okay, well, that's one way to do it. So I'm proposing with a bed. Wow, Charlie is really a piece of work. Honestly, talk about just like propositioning, like, here's a bed, will you marry me? Oh my goodness. So number 7, we've arrived at your wedding. Find the book using your coordinates, flip to the page, and the first piece of dialogue you find will be the first line in your vows. So 10, 15, 267 are my coordinates. So we have American Street by E.B. Zoboy, and the page number was 267. Oh my god. Okay, so the first line that I see is, she ain't lying. So that is the first line of my vows. She ain't lying. So yeah, romance is not dead, folks. Basically, that's what we're getting. I would just like to recap so far. So my name is Charlie and I live in San Francisco. I also work at a funeral home where I started falling for my coworker, Alice. And to make the first move, the first thing that I said to her was, I think it's ready. And then I proposed to her with a bed. And then my vows started with, she ain't lying. So we are getting a real interesting life going here. So number 8, it is the honeymoon. So wherever the book's located that your coordinates lead you to will be the destination for your lover's retreat. So 3, 6, and 25. So What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera is the book that I chose, and our honeymoon is therefore taking place in New York City, which is kind of lame, especially since we're from San Francisco, but I feel like that's just Charlie, fictional Charlie, not actual dog Charlie's life. It's just kind of lame. I like to imagine if my name was Jesus and I went with all of this and I worked at a funeral home. So many things. Okay, so number 9, things got a little crazy on the honeymoon, and now you're expecting a baby. With the next coordinates, find your next book and flip to the page number you were given. The first name you find will be the name of your firstborn child. So my coordinates are 5, 12, and 332. For some reason, I kept on seeing that as 232. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've picked up another Alice in Wonderland retelling. Like, I swear, this was not intentional at all. I had no clue what the prompts were when I was picking the numbers, but we have Splintered by A.G. Howard here, and then page 332. That will take us to the name of our firstborn child. So the name of our firstborn child is King Red. What an interesting name we went for there. Wow. Okay, well, King Red is our child. So number 10, we are jumping 5 years in the future, and our child, King Red, is desperately begging for a pet. Find the book using your coordinates and flip to the page number you were given, and the first creature you come across will be your pet. If you don't find a creature, then the first object you find will have to be used as a pet replacement. So we are going to 14-3-257. So we have a faux love story by Lone Lee, and then on page 257, hopefully we will find a pet, so then King Red does not have an object for their pet. I don't think we're gonna find a pet though. So much food though, which is making me very hungry. But no, I was correct. There is no pet. Now, can I find an object though? Because it's just food. I guess I could go with food. So the first thing that I see is egg roll. So our pet, King Red's pet rather, is an egg roll. That's amazing. So number 11, your child is going to school. Find the book using your coordinates and flip to the page. Using words on that page, create the name of their school. So I have 1, 9, and 199. So Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett. And then page 199, we will make the perfect school for King Red and his pet. Does egg roll even get a name? I feel like egg roll should have a name, but apparently that's not important. Okay, so 199. Okay, so the first word that I saw is cockfight, so that could be the school. No, I won't do that. This is kind of hard. Like, how do I build a school? Ivy. Okay, we could do Ivy. Ivy Ever Loyal. Ivy Ever Loyal's unmarked grave site. Should that be it? Yeah, sure. Oh, I should have done this one for the other one. It says enormous shaggy dog. Could have had a dog instead of an egg roll. Let's do a recap again. So my name is Charlie and I live in San Francisco, work at a funeral home, fell in love with Alice. I said to her first, I think it's ready, proposed to her with a bed. Then our vows started with she ain't lying. And then we went to New York City on our honeymoon where we got pregnant with King Red. And then King Red wanted a pet, so he got an egg roll and he goes to the school Ivy Ever Loyal's unmarked gravesite. What a life this is shaping up to be now. Like an egg roll for a pet? Life isn't boring. Charlie is really like picking it up. So now number 12, you decide you're going to start a YouTube channel for a side hobby. Find the book using your coordinates and find something on the page that you flip to that will be the core topic of your channel. So 13-18-334. So that led me to Incarnate by Jody Meadows, and then page 334. Let's see what I talk about on YouTube. Was it using words on the page I have to find something? Oh no, just find something on that page. That will be the core topic of your channel. Okay, so there actually is a lot about death on here, so really on brand with my like funeral home thing. So let's go with just lots of bodies are never found, it says. Let's just go with like murder mysteries and that sort of thing, as you know, funeral home directors generally do talk about. So number 13 is to create your YouTube channel name using words from the page of the coordinates. So 15, 7, 100. So that led me to A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow by Laura Taylor Namey. And then page 100, we will find my YouTube channel name talking about murder mystery, and it's going to be called, there's another cat on here. See, like so many pets in these ones. What should my YouTube name be? This page says bitchy. Can I do that? Okay, so bitchy alone cry. Bitchy alone cry, can that be my name? It could be. Should I do bitchy alone cry or glowing circular orb? Or I could do star-shaped tabby cat. Yeah, I'm gonna do star-shaped tabby cat because that seems perfect for a channel that is talking about murder mystery. So for 14, you find the book and then flip to the page, and the first piece of dialogue you see is how you'll greet your viewers each time you start a new video. So my coordinates are 614 245. Head Over Heels by Hannah Orenstein, and page 245. Okay, I'm going to start my videos by saying oh, struggles. There's no dialogue on this page. I will go to the next page, and I didn't mean to scare you. I'm talking about murder mysteries and literally the way that I open my videos. I didn't mean to scare you. Wow, the vibe. So number 15, I've decided to start writing a book, obviously. I mean, this knowledge has to go somewhere. Charlie knows a lot. But find the book using your coordinates, flip to the page number you were given, and use words from that page to create a book title. So 11/18/241. Let's see what my book title will be from here. A Million Junes by Emily Henry. And then page 241. I don't know if I said the numbers correctly, the coordinates for that correctly. I keep getting confused. I could go with lake people. That could be interesting. Lake people, cannibalizing lake people. Done. Perfect. I'm writing a book and it is called Cannibalizing Lake People. Now, number 16, find the book using your coordinates and flip to the page, and the first line you see will be the opening line of your book. So my coordinates are 9, 6, 27. So I arrived at the Disenchantments by Nina LaCour, and then on page 27, we will find, is it the first dialogue I see? The first line you see will be the opening line for your book, and page 27. So my book starts with the line, "We'll be gone for at least a year, so maybe we'll be living somewhere unexpected, like Norway, or I don't know, Cyprus or somewhere." Interesting. Number 17 is a plot twist. So the reason you even created a new identity for yourself is because a killer was coming after me. Not surprising, because I seem really creepy. Now that I'm a mega famous author and YouTuber, they've tracked me down again and they're coming for me. So find the book using your coordinates and flip to the page number you were given, and the first character you see will be your killer. So 7/21/348. Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo, and page 348 is the first character I see. I want to make sure. Yes. Okay. So 348, my killer is Diana. I'm literally being killed by Wonder Woman. I accept that. So number 18, one day you're setting up to film a YouTube video when you're suddenly struck by the killer. Find the book using your coordinates, flip to the page number you're given, and the first object you come across is what they used to kill you. It should be a lasso, but it won't be. But my coordinates are 16/8/482. Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. We have another Leigh Bardugo book here, but 482. What do we have here? So they killed me, or they're trying to kill me rather, using, there's no objects here. An object, please. An oar. They tried to kill me using an oar. Thank you, Diana, for trying to kill me using an oar. So I guess I did actually die, because number 19 is find the book using your coordinates and flip to the page you were given, and the first line you see is what will go on your tombstone. So 3/16/28. So we have The Good Luck Girls by Charlotte Nicole Davis, and on page 28, the first line will be on my tombstone. Okay. What's going to be on my tombstone? Idle chatter flowed between the tables like the murmuring of a creek. Wow, that is so dark. Okay, well, cool. So that was the life and death of Charlie. We had our lovely wife, Alice. We had our lovely child, King Red. We worked at a funeral home. We had this great YouTube channel, Star-Shaped Tabby Cat, where we talked about murder mysteries, and we opened our videos every day with, I hope I didn't scare you. It's so terrifying. We also, don't forget, the way that we started our relationship with our wife is we said to her, I think it's ready, which what it is, no one really knows, but whatever it is, it's ready, and it worked out for us nicely. Also, King Red had his pet, which was an egg roll, and he never really gave it a name, but he loved it. So that's all for today's video. There were so many twists and turns in this story. I was expecting very mediocre, and then things got more interesting, and I truly think even though Wonder Woman, aka Diana, killed us with an oar, I think that we kind of probably deserved it because we seemed very creepy, but that's fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one soon. Bye!